Initial contact was made with the elderly native male at 0700. At first, we believed he was participating in an assault on the facility, but he proceeded away and through an unmapped canyon. We received authorization to pursue at a distance, and already we've encountered ruins and other promising signs. We're trying to keep calm out here, but this looks like a big find. That discovery bonus is as good as ours.
There's some sort of pollen drifted in here. Flowers.
What did you say? What did you say? I can't understand you.
Something's wrong. My head is spinning and...
Oh no. It's too late. This is
when you die. No, must be dreaming. Isn't real, can't be. Just keep moving.
Lara.
Dad? No, it can't be. No, wait.
I'm close, Lara. I'm close.
Wait, where am I? How far does this path go? It's not real. Not him. Dad, stop! Please don't! God, no! Got to get out of here!
There is a truth behind all.
I just want to leave, please. No, this isn't.
Someday. You'll understand.
Who are you? Come and see. Not possible. It's just a myth.
I'm sorry.
God of all. Schubnurg auf Anker!
No, this... Oh God, don't. This can't...
Come, your father awaits.
Not real.
Laura! Laura! Can you hear me? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here, I think.
What happened? You started coughing, said something about flowers and pollen, and then nothing. I thought the witch had killed you.
I think I was hallucinating. God, I hope I was.
Hallucinating? There is a flower in the valley that can bring on visions, but the effects are too weak.
Any idea what this place is? I see ducts and pipes. Soviet from the looks of it.
It has to be the outpost the Soviets built to study the ruins. My grandmother was a scholar and they brought her here to help with her research, but that was the last time Grandpa ever saw her. There was only one survivor, an officer who stumbled out a few weeks later. He said the witch made them do things.
I knew it was a mistake when I threw the drink in his face, but I did it anyway. I thought Minister Dyatlov's shocked look would be worth the loss of funding for my research. I was a fool. The KGB bastards knocked down my door before dawn. 5 years. A work camp. They no longer have the spine to call it what it is. They call it Freedom Station. Liars. It is a gulag. I promised myself I would not let them break me, but I wept for mercy in my first week. I must find a way out. There is a guard. A red-cheeked boy named Ivan. More sweetness than sense. It pains me to use one so guileless as he, but I will not rot here. held my daughter. They took her from me on the surgeon's table. I tried to fight, but they are many, and I am weary. Then they dragged me away, split our 3 hearts apart. They have taken me to a hidden vale where ancient ruins stand. They tell me if I cooperate, I will see my family again. I will never trust these monsters, but I do not have a better plan. There are curious flowers here. Exposure to the pollen has left my captors rattled, and they will go no further than our little outpost. They brought me here in the hopes that my expertise in botany would help them find a counteragent. At last, the state has a use for me. I nod and smile. I play the part. But they cannot break me again. For my daughter, for Ivan, I will live.
Someone's been in here, recently. Building on top of the ruins.
What do you see?
Some sort of makeshift distillery. Smells just like the flowers. Shit! Of course! She's refining the pollen, weaponizing it. There's no magic here, Nadia, just someone very clever.
Wait, but if it is just a person, then wouldn't the pollen affect her too?
If she can resist it somehow, then so can we. Got to find some way of getting through that door. I've got to bring it lower. Maybe I can bring that bucket down, closer to the door.
It's been weeks since these bastards dragged me from the Gulag, from Ivan and my daughter, to this strange vale. They have tasked me with finding some way of counteracting the unusual effects of the pollen that hangs in the air. Now I believe I have a formula that may work. An extract from the seed pods of the plant. The liver of animals that consumed the flowers and have metabolized the toxins. A phenothiazine derivative. The last ingredient is a risk. They have it in large quantities around the Gulag, where it is used as an insecticide. It may also act as a rudimentary antipsychotic, bearing a chemical similarity to other compounds I have studied. Or it may be poisonous. I will try the mixture on myself tonight.
I found something. One of the prisoners wrote down a formula that might counteract the effects of the pollen.
It has to be for my grandmother. The witch killed her, and now she's gonna help save Grandpa, just like in one of his stories.
Nadia.
Have faith, Lara. Hop back to the Soviet installation where we met. I'll help you find what you need.
I don't have the words to describe what I just saw. I went inside the wicked vale looking for Nadia's grandfather, but I barely escaped with my life. It was like a fairy tale, but through a broken, filthy mirror. And Dad, I know intellectually it was all in my mind, but the gunshot is still ringing in my ears. There's something terrible going on in there, and while I don't believe that it is magic, it is extraordinary. I have to find out what's behind all this, but first, I have to find a way to see clearly.
Okay, let's begin. It's Tuesday, the 25th of July, and I am here with Miss Lara Croft. How are you this afternoon, Miss Croft?
Fine, thank you.
Miss Croft, there's a bit of a joke about the word fine in psychiatry, that it often stands for feelings inside not expressed.
I thought jokes were supposed to be funny.
It's possible I oversold its value as a joke. However, if we're going to get anything out of our time together, you need to be honest. Now, can you honestly tell me that you feel fine?
No, not for a while. Laura is almost completely closed off, but it's clear that she's in pain. Trinity will undoubtedly want me to use this against her.
Tell me more about the dreams.
Nightmares. And I don't remember them, just the feelings that remain.
In dreams, the feelings are often more important than the specifics. Tell me about those feelings.
I'm on the island and my friends are dying. There's nothing I can do and it's all my fault.
Lara, from what you've told me, your friends survived the island because of you.
Only a few of them.
None of them would have survived if you hadn't been there. It's not your fault.
None of them would have been there if it wasn't for me. Of course it's all my fault. Guilt is a common driver in the Croft family. We used it to great effect with her father. Let's see where it takes Laura.
Have you reached out to the other survivors since your return? Have you been in touch with your friend Sam?
You know I haven't. Even if her doctors let me, she doesn't want to see me.
You were very close to her before the island.
Don't do this.
That must be very difficult, to be separated from the people you need the most. When a trauma is shared, the healing process can be accelerated by talking to the people you shared it with.
Can we not do the whole patronizing sympathy thing? You know it hurts. I've told you it does. But it's what Sam wants. I have to accept that.
I can listen to what you have to say. But you have to open up to someone, Lara. You're not alone, no matter how much you think you are.
Perhaps we're pushing her too hard. I'll reach out to her and test the waters. If she's ready to open up to someone, it needs to be me.
So, Lara, I want to talk about your father. I understand you've been asking about his research at the university.
I just had some questions. There's so much in my head, but I don't have the connections. My father was researching something very similar to what I experienced on the island.
I don't think this will help you move on from that trauma. Quite the opposite, in fact.
It's been helping. It's given me focus.
But your father was... how to best put this?
Unhinged. Insane. Well, that's what people are saying about me now.
Precisely my point, Lara. You can't continue to let your emotions get the better of you.
This is a good sign. Lara's getting angry, and when she's angry, she takes action. We should push her even more. Direct her anger in the right way. Trinity believes I'm wasting my time, but if there's anyone who can crack her father's research, it's Lara.
That's the third time you've mentioned Jonah today. You've been spending a great deal of time with him.
He's one of the few people who understands what I went through.
I worry that only spending time with him might not be healthy for you.
Oh, really? Care to explain?
He's a reminder of the past. You're going back to the island in your head over and over again, to the exclusion of everything else.
Jonah makes me feel like myself, and he doesn't charge an hourly rate. Jonah is becoming a problem. He's a calming influence, and she listens to him. He'll pull her away from her research. Before long, I'll need him out of the picture.
Would you say you have control issues, Lara?
Doesn't everyone? I mean, no one wants to feel out of control, do they?
But not everyone has been through what you have.
I had to take control of the situation. If I didn't, then we'd all have died on that island.
And did you enjoy taking control?
You mean killing, don't you? Did I enjoy killing? I did it because I had no choice. Lara is avoiding the tough questions. It's hard to tell if she's merely being stubborn or she's actually frightened of the answers. By the end of this, she may have to face a hard truth about the kind of person she's become.
All right, Nadia, I'm back at the installation. Any advice on where to start looking?
Okay, first, the seed pods. The flowers grow inside the caves around there. There's never enough of them to make you sick, so you should be able to gather some safely. The livers should be easy. The deer around there feed on the flowers, so you'll just need to track them down. As for the insecticide, I have an idea where we might find some. Grandpa taught me to read Russian, so I'm going through some old equipment manifests to see if I can find out where they stored it. I'll let you know when I find it.
All right, I'll start gathering the other supplies now. It's the flowers. Just need the seed pods now.
Laura, I got something you'll want to hear. I'm patching you in.
Bravo team is still MIA. We haven't got any transmissions since the distress call. Gonna need to send a rescue party. Finish up your patrol around the Soviet installation. See if you can pick up the native girl's trail. She's involved in Bravo's disappearance somehow. We need better intel before we send more of you in there. Copy that.
Can you get somewhere safe?
I'm in one of those old safe houses, and I have snares set outside. Worst case, there's a tunnel underneath I can use to escape, but I still need to finish going over the manifest. Is this normal for you, Laura? I'm not used to it. You know, people trying to kill me.
I don't think it's something you can get used to. Just stay safe.
Hello there. You've seen the mine by the old Soviet facility? Many of our people died there. Careful of the death cap mushrooms that grow in the valley. You wouldn't want to eat them, but they make a powerful poison.
Greetings. Many of our people worked the mines for the Soviets. Even after we drove them out, they died of a strange sickness. There are places all over the valley marked with chimes and totems. Our ancestors placed those there. You'd be wise to steer clear of them.
You're back. We could use you. Hello.
I'm here to help. What can I do?
Our first task is to learn all we can about the invaders. We need any information you can gather in the old prison. I won't lie to you, it will be dangerous. But that information is worth the risk. Will you help us?
I'll head there as soon as I'm able.
I'll be here. And thank you.
The Soviets abandoned this place in a hurry, and they left salvage all over the valley. Put it to good use. When it rains, the deer cluster together under the trees. It's a good time to hunt, if you don't mind getting soaked. If you're hunting, you should try using the blinds. You'll find them all over the valley.
Back. Good. You can help us then.
What's the problem?
I have warriors spread across this valley. Last night, 2 of my bravest were captured, and I have reason to believe they are still alive. There was a third with them who escaped, and he tells me they were taken beneath the train station. Saw them put into cages before he managed to escape. I have a dozen other warriors in the valley, and I have to stay here to coordinate their strikes. But I've seen what you can do. And I must ask you to help.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. They knew the risks, and they would happily die for the cause. But I can't let that happen.
That chemical from Grandmother's notes? Phenothiazine. I think I found it. They stored it in the lower levels of the copper mill where they used it to deal with the termites in the summer.
Are you sure it's the same chemical, Nadia?
I'm sure it's the chemical Grandmother's recipe mentioned, but I am not sure that it will be safe to drink.
Suppose we'll find out. I'll head there now.
Yeah, with the last supply drop. More coming, I've heard.
A lot of boots on the ground. Whatever they have planned, I think this could be a big one.
You're new in trade, right?
First contract. Had a few mates who vouched for me.
Don't screw this up. Best pay you can find. They will not tolerate mistakes.
We got incoming! False alarm. Roger, we're clear.
Who's that? Wearing Soviet uniforms. Yeah, I heard.
What was that? There! Open up!
You're dead!
Over here.
It's okay. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Find them.
I found your warriors. They're alive.
I'm starting to think it's not an accident you came to our valley, Lara Croft. You know we cannot offer you much, but I hope this will aid you. Lara, I'm in need of your skills if you have a moment.
What's the problem?
I've been expecting a messenger bird with a report on the invaders' movements. It's critical that we stay ahead of them. But the damn bird is lost because of the radio tower in the facility. Whatever that thing puts out, it seems to cripple the bird's sense of direction. Our man who gathered the info was killed, so that message is all we have to honor the price he paid. I know you can track that damn crow as good as any of the hunters. Will you help us?
I'll do my damnedest.
I'd appreciate that.
Welcome back. What did you learn? Hello.
I think these are what you were looking for.
Yes. Yes. This will help us plan our resistance. We are grateful for all of your help. Take this, and travel lightly. This valley can be dangerous in the best of times.
Hello there. If you're looking for boar fat, you'll have to hunt down a razorback. You want my advice? Wait until it rains.
If you see a copse of dead trees, there'll be a bear nearby. They like to sharpen their claws on the bark.
Hello.
Look carefully on the ground. The deer press the brush flat where they sleep. You'll find them nearby.
You should stay clear of the wolves' dens. They will defend their homes the same as us. I haven't seen a proper stag in ages, but you'll know them when you see them. Their antlers alone will be as half as tall as you.
Wolves hunt at night. Be cautious when you're out there. You want to survive in this valley? You'll need to learn to track and hunt. Animals stick near food and water, just like people do.
Definitely Russian. It looks like these markings point to a nearby location, but I can't quite piece it together.
Hostile spotted!
Did you find the bird? We need those messages. We're blind without it.
Found your bird, finally. Here's the message it had.
Yes. This is exactly what we need. Supply lines, patrol routes. We'll prepare an ambush. We're in your debt, Lara. All of us.